We're live, but hopefully we can do this in landscape mode, can we? Landscape, landscape. Are we in landscape? 1 second, Taurus, Taurus, Taurus. Let's just get this situated here. Oh no, that is not the right. Am I? I think I am. I am in portrait mode. Okay, we'll do it. We'll do portrait mode here for you, Taurus. It's time. I'm hearing that right off the bat. It's time. Hey there, squiggly muffin. Hey, hey. Okay, so here we go. Taurus, I'm hearing it's your turn. I'm hearing you're up to bat. It's about your best friend here. I'm hearing that right off the bat from you. Perhaps you're actually getting in touch with someone. Now, this is yes, for those of you tuning in, and if you're unfamiliar with the channel, for those of you who tune in and you're not so familiar, hey, hey, hello everyone. It's a tarot reading, but it's also channeled, so there could be some details that come through. All right, got the high priest on the floor, dear Taurus. Now, marker. I'm hearing markers. We do have Mark, Silent Dreamer here. Hello, hello, hi everyone. Love and light to you all here, and yay, yay. So for a number you could be connecting here with, I'm hearing again right after that, a best friend of yours here, the magician coming through, portrait mode. It's time. It's time. Oh, by the way, Hillary, I got your email. I will email you hopefully tonight, latest tomorrow morning. And thank you always for your dear, divine love and light, your support. All right. Let's get into it here for you. Oh, the tower coming through. The mother swords in reverse. And hello, Billy. Hello, hello. Love and light to you all here. How's everyone doing with the Mercury retrograde in Scorpio? Has it been has it been playful? What's been happening here with the Mercury retrograde in Scorpio? And then I'll chime in because it's been kind of interesting, to be honest. Really interesting. Um, hello, hello. It's been rough housing me. Yeah, it's Pluto is like not, it's not just about sitting pretty on the stage, or at the desk pretending to work. It's like no, Pluto doesn't roll like that. Okay? Like Pluto is all about getting everything out of the file folder that hasn't been looked at. Okay, but needs to be as it's spelled. It's interesting because like yeah, it's been super intense. I feel you. I feel you. Good evening, Grounded Expressions Tarot. Where are you tuning in from? We're on the East Coast time here right now. Right here, right now. Ooh, yeah, Taurus. We are slowly but steadily climbing towards your full moon. How exciting. How exciting. How exciting. Yay, Lisa. Woo! All right. So, very cool. Very cool. Levon. Kind of did like a cowabunga thing for you there. I don't know what that's about, but hey. So yeah, it's been like super, super, super wild. It's been super interesting. What I've found is like a lot of emotional debris, okay, has been coming up for review, and it's like it's been a point of kind of recognition of, and here comes the 8 of Cups right there, recognizing what we perceive actually, and it's like almost like a mirrored effect. Like how wait, whoa, is that my perspective on that space? Oh, good to know that I subconsciously, have looked at it like that, and that's kind of been my and it's powerful, right? Powerful perhaps emotions coming through. Let's see here. Oh, do I need to set someone as a monitor? How many people do we have in the room right now? For me, it shows as 4, but I feel like it's not 4. It's gotta be a little more than that, a little more than 4. 37. All right. So, yeah, super reflective. Like, it's like, you know, just because you don't want to see spinach in your teeth doesn't mean that, you know, it may not it that that it may not be there. And so it's like, if it is, I sure as heck want to know. That is like the core of the polluter mentality. Like, at the end of the day, it's not easy. Okay, to address that, Three of Swords in reverse, Ten of Cups in reverse, Three of Pentacles in reverse. Oh, but I actually would want to know. Honestly, I want to know what is the truth of that situation, right? So sometimes it's the process of like acclimating to, okay, the space of understanding also how you interpret your own reality. I'm hearing that here with the six. I'm hearing the Six of Cups, but it's not the Six of Cups, the Eight of Cups and the Ten of Cups. So it's like, for a number of you, there's something of even like this really clear new beginning in terms of how is it that I actually, again, subconsciously observe this space around me. I'm hearing as well. For me, this has to do with your community. I'm hearing children. I'm hearing pastimes. Okay, for another, maybe things coming back from the past. Yep, big time for another you. Activities, like you're starting to get into things that you would do, ages ago. I'm hearing that specifically. And what is time? Mother of Pentacles upright, the Moon reverse. Remember, you're uncovering blockages. Wow. The Hierophant here coming through. Whatever the Mother of Pentacles. Okay, I'm hearing it's time. Oh, Ace of Pentacles coming right smack dab right over the Hierophant. Like, did you call me? I think that this is the Taurus? I'm hearing Scorpio. Whoo, okay. Oh man, the devil just tuned in. I'm hearing just turned up. And whoever literally just tuned in right there. Can you imagine like how they must feel? Like they tune in, they're like live, and they like click, boom, I'm in, and like right then I'm like the devil just tuned in. Like that's oh man. Okay, so anywho, so oh, you will, Billy? Okay, one second. Let me just set you as a moderator. One second. It was so funny in the Capricorn reading. Oh man, that was such a funny reading. The live Capricorn. I don't know how many of you watched that, but it was funny because somebody made this comment. They were like, at a certain point in time, somebody was like, behaving a little bit, you know, whatever it was. It wasn't cool, and so someone was like, they're trying to get my attention. They're like, "Sage on aisle 1," or something. Like, "Hey, Sage on aisle 4." It's so funny. So, hey, must faith 1, 2, 3. Woo! All right. Very cool. Oh, Mystic Greek. Yes, you are Scorpion Moon. Oh, Rhea, you too. Interesting. Okay. Yeah. So like, I'm seeing like, oh, did you see it, Mark? Yeah, it was so fun. Maria, it was really, really fun. Oh, that was you? Must have faith. It was so funny. Oh my god, when I saw that, I was thinking about that earlier today. I was like at the gym and I was thinking that. It was like literally I was like on the mat and I'm like, that was so funny what they said. Anyways, yeah, I know I'm really that person. Like random times, these these out of context conversations, they come, who says something is unrelated? But anyhow, the Hangman and the Devil, I'm hearing again, it's all perspective. And we really are at this point in time, Taurus, we are gaining a whole new perspective. Okay, on a space like obviously you look at something and you look at it again, and you're like, whoa, wait a second. And it could be like even you with you, right? It's like, wow, wait a minute, hold on a second. Did I really do that? No way. No, 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 don't tell me. Do not come here. Do not come in here and tell me that I did that. Okay, so for me, it's like, it's really like that. The sense of clarity, the Ace of Pentacles, and we have the Justice card that came through right over the Ace of Pentacles with the Hierophant. Talk about laying down the law, I'm hearing a new perspective again. This is something where you're like, I know now what I want. I'm hearing that as well. I now have serious clarity on what my story is as well and where I feel I also belong. I'm hearing that for a number of you. And so there is a focus perhaps on again recognizing even your pastimes, like things that you actually find and consider quite sacred. Hey, yep, it's me. Yeah, I must have faith. I swear that's like sometimes like and it's like, you know, I don't know, even like on the subway or something, you just think of something, you just start laughing. People are just staring at you. So Rose, this is like anything, okay? Like depends as well on how these energies might come through for you is dependent upon also how Taurus operates in your personal birth chart. So, for example, where's Taurus in your chart? If it's your Venus sign, then absolutely it might definitely speak of matters of love. Also, your Mars sign. Watching your Mars sign might really, really bring, clarity to matters of love, especially the physical body. I'm hearing that song. If you don't know me by now, you will never, 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 never love me. I'm just gonna sing it. Okay. You guys, Saturn and Taurus in the 11th. Oh wow. So that's like okay. So this is like I'm hearing industrial. It's the industry. It's the wave of also how a certain experience moves through in a public way. I'm hearing evolves. It's the evolution of a space. I'm hearing that specifically. Right? The 11th house in Aquarius is it's like a really innovative space in the birth chart, right? And we've all got it. We've all got that space. So whatever sits in that house might sort of speak of what also you see a potential in the space of even managing. I'm hearing that right off the bat here. It could be specifically for you, Tiki, but it's especially because you got your Saturn there as well. Yeah, all about managing and manifesting. And so there could be a focus on what you are even experiencing on a public scale. You might start realizing, you know what, this is what I love. Wait a second, guys. I do want that one tie. I'm hearing that I'm seeing somebody like in a department store and they're like, they see this tie hanging on the rack and they're like, that's the one I want. And I don't know if maybe you like passed by this rack like a million times before and you're like, I never associated it with like this this message I'm hearing as well that I see myself delivering. For a number of you, this is a space in which you see your work also evolving through like to say it in this way, there's something that you're now really clear on that for you has potential. You're like, I know. I'm hearing also that this is my person. I'm hearing that specifically a chariot coming through. It could also be related to a physical environment. For a number of you, it is a project, hold on, a past life, pastime. I'm hearing that specifically. So how many of you are actually starting up new hobbies? Because I'm seeing that as like a real big focus here, especially Ace of Wands, upright chariot. Super exciting. Oh man. It's like the type of thing where you literally like Taurus rising, speaking of the physical body, your image in a public way. Okay, like your persona. If you're a performer, watching your ascendant rising sign might really give insight into how the public also perceives you of your work. So Taurus moon in the 12th. Oh yeah, that's a lot of subconscious work. Subconscious. For a number of you, there could be a cross between also what you are actually physically involved in making. And Taurans, right, they are ruled by Venus, right? There's very creative, sort of hands-on sensory, sensate energy space. Ooh, Sean. All right. I thought Taurus Mars was bad for action. Well, there are so many factors that could be at play, like what's the house placement, right? It's like the birth chart is really an orchestra. It is an orchestra, okay, of energy. And so it's like you can't look at like a conversation or a chemical reaction that's happening between just two even energy spaces, right? It's like they're all kind of manifesting together at the same time, really, right? Like so in other words, like if your Mars is sitting in a certain part of your chart and it's in a certain sign. The question is, what is it also under the influence of, right? So it always will, so many factors will be related, and that can go years on end of analysis. Like you could look at your chart for 5 years, look at it on the sixth year, and you'll see things that you did not see before. So it's like there are so many factors that can, and it just depends also what you're focusing on as well, like when you're analyzing. Joe Rogan? What happened there? Lisa, you're getting back into writing. Very cool. Very cool. Yeah, Corey, you're the dog owner, and one of the categories is so funny. I claim I claim ownership of that pet and its personality. Oh, man. So rising sign is, like, the way that it comes off. Very cool. Oh, you start yoga training on Saturday. Very, very cool. Miss Jackson. Oh, Miss Jackson. I am for real. Hey, Mama Jama. So, which placement is irrelevant, you feel? Which placement? Mars and Taurus, it's funny because actually I found that the Mars energy really comes through strongly. I mean, at least I feel like when I meet people, I feel their Mars like super strongly. Like I can almost tell the element it's in. Hey, Sky Lounge. So yeah, okay, let's see what's coming through for your Taurus. Big, 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 big time here for you. Oh my. And again, we were saying in the beginning of the reading, things could be coming up from the past. Things could be rewinding the tape. All right, let's crank it back now, y'all. Let's call up that one person as well. Okay, I'm hearing for a number of you, like there is somebody who for a number is a best friend you want to get in touch with. How many of you are like on that borderline where you're like, I am about to, I am thinking of throwing this out there. I'm hearing that as well from you, like an idea out there. Here comes a strength card. Yeah, it's something that maybe you've been thinking about for quite some time. The Hierophant mirroring the strength card, perhaps for a number of you, it's actually a surprise. In which case, you may not want to broadcast it here. Hold on. Let's see. Oh, I'm so touched, Crystal. Yay. Thank you for tuning in. Crystal Bub. Christelle Bub. Hugo, Mars in Libra, Venus in Leo. Interesting. Oh, yeah. Leo loves to assert. Libra loves the give and the take, the fair play. Things balanced. Okay. And Mars is about assertion, and Venus is about the give and take. So it's like kind of interesting, huh? How it's okay. Taurus is your sun and your K2, huh? Your Mars in Aquarius in the ninth house. Oh wow. Okay. Very active. Remaining very active is most likely important for you. I can imagine. Especially, yeah, okay. Let's see here. Okay, so yeah. So I'm seeing, yeah, Corey, I'm seeing like there's something of that nature. Like this is the kind of energy this is like, huh. Oh, I'm happy to hear that. It's like this kind of energy is like we're about to make a huge proposal. I'm hearing that. And it might feel like that, but no, for a number of you, this is a big project. Here comes the Ace of Wands. I'm hearing it's the project of a lifetime. I'm hearing that for a number of you. What? Hold on, hold up. Ace of Wands, the Ace of Swords, Taurus, and you got the Ace of Pentacles as well. Oh my. Okay. For a number of you, you're actually breaking an industry in. Wow. This is an idea that you have, and maybe this might not be like today. For a number of you, this might be in like 2 days. I'm hearing 24 hours, 24 days. I'm hearing as well. Here comes the devil at the base of the strength card. For a number of you, you've found like a really inspiring space as well that you feel you would like to create in. And it could be a community of some kind, even an industry where you're like, that's it, that's it, that's it. So, yes, grounded expressions, tarot, it is like that. So, for example, my rising sign is, and if I don't read everyone's comments, I will definitely read them once we are off. And it's just going by so quickly. It's like So I'm just reading here, but what comes here like first, but I'm seeing like hold on. Yeah, so okay, oh, we're saying rising sign is like the your physical also your physical sort of your aura almost. Like you can kind of see it like that as well. Like when somebody sees you, right? For the first time, let's say, or they just see you and they see you and they don't talk to you yet. Okay. Like before you exchange words with them, they most likely first they sense the vibe of your rising sign. So like for example, I'm a rising Scorpio, right? Okay, when people usually see me and they confess this later, once they actually talk to me, and we've made some sort of we've struck a chord together. They end up confessing that they thought I was like super intense. I'm hearing like mean, okay, like something. So yeah, so it's like it's the way it comes off, but this is before they get to know you, and then once they really get to know you, then they can kinda sense your sun energy, your moon energy. Right, so for me, again, that's sun in Pisces, moon in Sag, so in the end, they're like, "You're so playful. Sagittarius, I feel you now, I feel Sag in you, I feel the Pisces in you." Yeah, definitely, but it could be dramatic, right? But for those of you, let's say you've got even your sun as your ascendant sign as well, or your moon as your ascendant sign, or your sun and um, your moon and your ascendant sign. Oh my, in the same sign, yeah, that's a triple. Someone I think was a triple Pisces. I think they commented that. Um, hmm. So yeah, fun. You're a Leo Sag, but you watch most of your readings. Yeah, I find that I resonate with so many of the readings. Like even I end up finding that even sometimes like for example, Virgo, I did the reading for Virgo, like, for October, and I was thinking, "Oh, man, this is beyond my space right now, energetically, that I'm moving through," and, my Venus is in the house of Virgo, but it's also in yeah, it's, like, it's in the 6th house, depending on what house system you use, but and so it's like I do have some of that Virgo there. All right, and Mercury is conjunct my Sun in Pisces, so there is the Mercury influence there. But other than that, I don't have a whole lot of Virgo. But I ended up resonating like to such a significant degree with the Virgo reading, and so for me, and yeah, Venus, the house your Venus is in can really have an influence there, right? You might find it to say in the way that you might find that you resonate a lot with the energies that of the house that your Venus is in. Um, and so Venus for Virgo for me is cusping my 11th house. Yeah. So, for me, it's speaking on some level or another of matters that are super public in a way as well, like how I participate in the public, in my social network as well. What, in the social paradigm and network, what does that energy sort of bring also to light? So that again, I resonate a whole lot with that reading. And it's funny because if you kind of know your chart and then you compare like the energy that comes through for each of the signs, you'll be able to kind of start getting this pattern like, oh, like now I'm seeing like all of my physical experiences are sort of coinciding with my Mars sign. All right. That's another thing that might come through. Claire, I don't know. I don't know what I'm doing right now. I'm just doing, whatever is your Virgo rising, Aries, Venus. Oh yeah, I have a Venus in Aries too. Mama Jama. Virgo moon, third house. Ooh, third house, Gemini. And you got that double Mercury influence there then, right? With the both Virgo and Gemini, third house ruled by Mercury. So that's a lot of You'd be an amazing psychologist. That's just right off of that one little placement, but, it can manifest in so many ways, but working with psychology in some way like, my sister, she has her moon in Gemini, she's super analytical. Oh my goodness, man. She's like she's able to extrapolate her emotions, like, as an accordion of an experience, like, and then she has this, like, long stick that she points at different it's interesting. So it's like the ability to analyze and strategize even. Yes, North Node. Oh my. You might find you resonate a whole lot with your North Node sign. All right, big time. Like that is the energy that you are cultivating in some kind of way. It can be seen as that. It's also the energy that motivates you in some way. That's why they say like if you meet people who have contacts by way of synastry with your North Node, you'll feel like magnetically drawn in some way to that space. It can. So now you got Moon in Gemini. Oh, you Sag North Node. Oh. Hmm. All right. So let's see here. Seven of Pentacles coming through, Taurus. How many people in the house? Out of curiosity, let's see. 1 of 5. Okay. Oh, Lisa, you're a Cappy North Node too? Yeah, yeah, me too. North Node Capricorn. Mine is in the 3rd house. Pisces Moon. Oh my. I'm hearing someone's coming back. I'm hearing that right off the bat. The Hierophant in reverse, the Hangman in reverse. For a number of you, this is a space that you were like deathly afraid of. I don't know what that's about, but it was something where you were like, I don't think this is a good thing. I'm hearing that specific. Like, one second. This was cyclical for a number of you where you thought, and it could be well, yeah, I'm hearing there was something that threw you off even about this space. I don't know, it never came full circle. It threw you, like, for a loop. I'm hearing this for a number of you specifically. Mars and Aries in the 8th? Oh, man. That's a lot of fire, and specifically Mars, because the 8th house is also home to Mars and Pluto. And then you brought the Aries there. So it was like Aries and Scorpio. We meet again. All right. So yeah, so it's like, ooh, Venus and Aries in the 8th. Ooh, that's kind of interesting. Must have faith. That's interesting. Mars Scorpio in the 5th house. Oh man, no one saw that coming. Things got real hot real quick. Oh man. Um yeah, who's coming back? I think that for a number of you, holy moly. Hey. Oh my god, yay. Hey, Taylor. Woo! So, yeah, for a number of you, I'm seeing this as a cycle, that this is something cyclical. Even someone who you felt like, I don't know, it was stagnant in some way. There was something that was also it felt misunderstood. Like someone maybe actually though was like actually creeped out about this. I don't know, maybe for a number of you you're dealing with a Pisces or somebody with Aries in the chart, or somebody you got like Aries here in your Venus. Um but there's something that someone felt like it doesn't make sense. Like there's something elusive about this space. Every time I try to even hold on to it in some tangible form, in some tangible way, or just somehow describe it, I'm hearing I get distracted. I'm hearing that specifically here, like from the concept. So I don't know, maybe if this is even yeah, it could be again, if this is like your Venus sign and or even your midheaven, it could speak of matters of what you actually create. Maybe you're like going through this process of like, I don't know, guys. I just started working in this industry, but I'm not really I feel like I'm not really that great at it yet. I'm hearing that as well. If it's in matters of partnership, for a number of you, this is perhaps feeling that, and it could be the energy of another, but I'm seeing that specifically it's like I'm hearing they're like a gopher, but they're like a toad too. I'm hearing that specifically with the hangman, the daughter of cups, and the ten of wands. Like maybe someone was like actually I'm hearing like they were home. I'm hearing they were in hiding though. Interesting. I'm seeing somebody at home, but they're like I don't know. They're not with it. I'm hearing as well. So I don't know. Maybe this is somebody who you're dealing with. How many of you dealing with a Pisces? Hey, Richard. Yeah, what I'm getting is like you're almost someone is like trying to distance themselves, or they did. There was something that naturally someone felt like every time I try to throw the baton on the dance floor, this came through the Capricorn reading. Okay. Every time I try to like, get also things rolling with the project perhaps as it relates to investment. Somehow, like someone for number of you though, this is actually somebody who was not ready yet. I'm hearing that with the Empress in reverse, the Hangman in reverse. They were not the person who they felt they needed to become as well. To say it in this way, somebody perhaps felt that they had more to the story that they needed to experience or to develop. It could be an aspect also of their being. It could be you with you, right? Again, but there's something that um the level, hey. So Pisces hot and cold. Yeah. Like, I'm seeing, like, there's something that somebody felt also emotionally, like, it was I'm hearing it was too complicated. It took too much work, too much effort, too much time. It was distracting. It was also really hard to pin down. I'm hearing that for a number of you, like, whatever this space was, like, I don't know how to direct them in this space. I don't know. So there was, and again, it could be a process. It might not be a person necessarily. It could be an energy, right? Space. And so that perhaps you felt even, it needs to evolve and it needs time for a number of you. It's been required a lot of patience. All right, not a joke. Four of cups and the five of cups here. Yeah. The base of the Ten of Wands and the Daughter of Cups and the Hanged Man. Yeah, it's a tireless, tireless journey. I'm hearing that for a number of you. But, we also realized that we weren't just gonna pass out. I mean, we're in the middle of the movie there now, were we? So we maybe felt like, it's a matter of talking about it eventually, but it will take time. I'm hearing that specifically. So maybe this was a space that even somebody told themselves, like, not yet, not now. Maybe they had met someone in this space. It reminded me of the Virgo reading. I met this person. Maybe I thought, when I first met them, definitely there's potential, but not yet, not here right now. I'm hearing that specifically. So maybe somebody kind of put something on. Also, I'm hearing test mode here with the Father of Pentacles and the Hierophant. Oh man, Seven of Pentacles flying out there. Oh yeah, you better believe it. Somebody is actually passing. I'm hearing some sort of judgment or test. They might actually be working through some period of testing, even academically. Like maybe they're researching, they're reviewing some kind of even content that they want to present. All right, Donna, we're on the career train. Choo choo. Oh yeah. So yes. Yes, hugs. Is that hugs or Hugo? I called you hugs. You want a hug? What was that about? I keep pushing him away, but then still invest in it. Yeah. So what I'm seeing is like, hello, welcome. I'd rather be camping. I remember you from the comments in one of the readings. I don't know which one. Oh, I Barbies. I see. Yeah, Corey, it's too exhausting. Okay, so yeah, for no reason, this is perhaps, a cycle that you're moving through, but it's whatever it is, someone feels that the name of the game is stability. Thank you very much. I'm hearing Pisces, Neptune, 12th house. Find another track. I'm sorry. I'm hearing okay. Father of Pentacles. We need to, and this could be somebody. Oh, for number big time. Like especially if they've got. Um, I'm hearing a thing or two for. I'm hearing. I'm hearing radio headsets. I don't know what that's about. I'm hearing to be real. I don't know what that's about. Like they maybe even work in some space of like history. One second. Content even? They are a producer. Anyways, let's backtrack. Now, whatever this is though, for number of you, yeah, like somebody is actually they work in some field that is also I'm hearing related to the Hierophant for maybe even finances, like assets. But I'm seeing it as investment, big time for nerdy. Father of Pentacles, like again, I'm hearing radio receiver, like maybe I'm hearing teleport. I'm hearing telemarketer as well. I fell in love with my telemarketer. He wouldn't fucking stop calling me, and that's what did it. Oh man. Okay. Now, oh, thank you, power of the P. Holla at that. Now let's see. Yes, it's like, look, what I'm seeing for a number of you is that, also somebody felt like, again, for a number of you, they weren't prepared, or in some way the environment wasn't prepared. Maybe the industry, they felt like this will have its time and place, but it's just not now. Again, I'm hearing that specifically. Now, maybe this was in the past, and maybe things are now kind of becoming clear. For a number of you, though, again, whoever this person is, like they felt like they needed to control themselves. I'm hearing that right off the bat. Like they felt like someone threw them for like a freaking loop and they're like, "I don't wanna deal with that nonsense." I'm hearing that specifically, like, I don't wanna be, like, feeling I'm at the mercy also of this passion. I'm hearing that. Oh, but hold on, also this pain. I'm not sure what that's about. Three of Swords upright, maybe somebody even they felt that some space reminded them of some other, like, painful experience that they had. It could be even from past lives. I'm hearing that for a number of you, even from the past, though, specifically, you're like, "Man, why do they remind me of, like, that other person who popped my balloon when I was in 3rd grade?" You know? It's like something was it felt not good. Okay, not comfortable, okay? I'm hearing it had to do with the community, I'm hearing as well. Whatever it was, it became real clear, okay? Somebody was like, "I'm not gonna stand here in the middle of the door and wait for everyone to open it and whack me in the face with it." Okay, I don't know what that's about. Again, always take it as you will. But there's something that maybe someone even felt like, it will take time. Maybe they told themselves, like, I think that I just need to be silent a little bit here with the Hangman, Three of Swords, and the Ten of Wands, especially if you are dealing with a Pisces. Like for a number of you, maybe you felt like I think I just it could even be a subconscious impulsive reaction, like, "I think I just need to stay away." I'm hearing that as well, like, I don't know what that's about. Somebody felt like maybe even the attraction was way too strong, or they felt like there was some kind of Neptunian influence that they were under when they were in this space. For a number of you, I know somebody mentioned that this is related to addiction, and if you've got a lot of Pisces in your chart or a lot of Neptune, where what are the tendencies leaning towards, right? What is that happy place? Okay, so it's like there's something of a focus and what is who can define that? But there's here the Father of Pentacles is like I want to ground. I'm hearing I want to sober up. I'm hearing that as well here with the Father of Pentacles and the Hangman. Like it's interesting. Why Taurus? If you look at these two archetypes, right? We have the Hanged Man, which is related to Neptune, Pisces, water energy, strong water energy, 12th house. We then have here the Father of Pentacles. Like, nice to meet you. I don't get you, but we're in the same room. So, let's just make it snappy though, because I have an agenda here, right? The Father of Pentacles is very much like very constructive, very sometimes critical, I'm hearing as well. Very also I'm hearing conservative. I'm not sure what that's only to like very calculated as well. Like knows where everything is, knows what compartments everything sits within. There is a clarity there. Thank you so much, Evolving on two. Love and light to you. Thank you guys for your dear donations there. All right. So yeah. So there's almost like this feeling of like compartmentalization, right, that we see with the Father of Pentacles. Guidelines, structures, boundaries, having the clarity, knowing where everything is, knowing what I'm hearing stupid is and what smart is. I don't know what that's about, but okay, if somebody has a lot of Saturn in the chart, this could be them with themselves, like very self-critical, feeling maybe even that they're at the mercy of the interpretation of the perspective of others of their own actions. Like, will people think that this is smart, a smart move, a smart? I don't know what that's about. Maybe they are also involved in a space that is highly controversial, and they feel that it's also it's not easy. Okay, I'm hearing maybe they feel a lot of pressure. It could even be socially. Thank you guys so much. Very very kind of you. Hugo, a red rose. For you too. Okay. So, it's like someone, this could be, again, two also different audiences perhaps that you perhaps see your work applying to. If this is your Venus sign and Venus and Taurus, that could speak of also what you seek in a partner. Okay. It's like, well, I want, there to be not only this fantasy, I'm hearing dream life. I want us to also like have children. I'm hearing that specifically for I mean, I also want to feel that we have something to create together. So for a number of you, maybe it's like, hey, I want to go into business with my boo. I'm hearing that for a number of you, like that might be really attractive, especially got Venus and Taurus. You're like, yeah, I want to. That's like I want to make something together. I'm hearing that specifically. I want to build something together. Now, all right, let's get back into it. If this is a person though, and they were dealing here with a Pisces or some energy space that they felt was like very mysterious, even like they were like, I don't know what's in that room. Yeah, I don't know. And I feel like I can't detect it either, right, from outside of the door. I think I would have to do, I would have to do the deed, I'm hearing as well. I'm not sure what that's about, but someone felt like they're almost at the suspension of this connection. I'm hearing it specifically like it's too hot. I'm hearing as well for a number of you, like maybe this is what was. Now, again, I see somebody has like turned away and they're like, I'm gonna go read a magazine now. Thanks. Bye. It's like, I'm not gonna deal with this anymore. I'm hearing that as well. Whoa, there goes a hangman. Like, oh, no problem. You know what? You do you, and I will do me too. Don't worry about it. I'm hearing don't worry about it. You have enough pages in that magazine? All right, good. I'm hearing take it home with you. Actually, I don't care. I mean, I'm not gonna call you back. I'm hearing to also like see if I could read that one after you. Like I don't know what that's about, but something has kind of become very clear here with the Daughter of Cups coming through. Like interesting though. Okay, what's that? Because okay, oh my. Hold on, guys. The hangman fell on the ground, right? We're like, okay, you do you. I'm gonna do me. I'm gonna be here. You there. I'm hearing bathroom break. Okay. Exact. Keep dancing on my own. Again, this could be in your industry. Maybe some of you took some time off. You took a pause, a break, whatever it was. Even a long weekend. You're like, I need to just look at myself a little more clearly here in the mirror. I want to really see what I'm doing with my time. Like, you know. And so So, okay. All right. And so, yeah, but what's interesting is this Daughter of Cups has now come through. Like right when we were talking about someone being also like, totally off the grid. I'm hearing as well like maybe someone said like I'm going to move out or like they moved away actually like physically from this person. You guys still there? It somehow cut. Are you guys still there? Okay. Like, then all of a sudden, it's weird. Then comes the Daughter of Cups, and she's looking down at the Hanged Man. Like, this is somebody who is actually for a number of you. Man, they're super obsessed. I'm hearing Travis here with the Daughter of Cups. Like, they left, but they didn't leave, if that makes sense. Like, they're still like someone has left an impression on someone. I'm getting that specifically here, the Empress in reverse. Daughter Cups upright. Like, somebody has left someone with this, like, also, like, pain. I don't know if maybe this is what the other person is feeling of this space, where they're feeling like, I feel this other person's pain, like, in some way. Okay. And so, yeah, for a number of this is like maybe someone saw potential and they didn't capitalize on it as they felt, and so they felt like they also missed out on an opportunity. All right, Hierophant on the floor, mirroring the Hanged Man. It's a major Surprise, I'm hearing from number of you. All right, I gotta grab this call. So hopefully I'll be back later tonight. All right, Taurus, love and light to you. Tuning out at 44 minutes. Whoa, divine timing here. Love and light to you. Enjoy this period, Taurus. And thank you all so much for tuning in, connecting here, for all of your dear support. Your love, your light. Thank you again, all of you. Divine timing here, right as we tune it out. 44, 44. 44, 44. Love and light. Thank you all so much for your dear donations as well. Enjoy this period, guys. Bye.